Hey everyone, welcome to another video. If I look like an absolute mess, that's because A, I haven't had a haircut and I haven't got the chance to shave my beard. So I look like I don't know, a little bit of a ruffian. But, and I've been filming all day today. So this is what a lot of people don't realize. We tend to sometimes film more than one video, especially if it's workout videos. And I'm struggling. I've been filming all day today. Welcome. What a nice way to welcome you to another video. But you know, I'm always honest. So today we're doing, I mean, you can tell by the title, I don't even have to tell me, we're doing core today. This is one you can do at home. All you need is, ta-da, backpack. Again, not specifically this one, but I mean, you know, if you want to buy, no, you can't buy this one actually, sold out. And a resistant band. You should all have a resistant band by now. If you watch a lot of my videos, if you don't have one, get one. I'll put a link. I'm not sponsored, so, but I'll put a link to a good brand that I use, because I know a lot of you struggle with finding a good brand. And a mat. So, but if you're doing this at home, if you don't want to use a mat, I mean, if you've got a nice floor, a carpeted floor, you don't have to worry about that. But a mat, and that's pretty much it. I will do a voiceover for this one and explain every single one of these workouts. And yeah, they are all pretty tough. So hopefully you enjoy this one. I just thought to give you, I mean, I've done a lot of ab workouts, but this one would just be complete body weight. You wouldn't need any equipment, apart from things that you can have at home, because most of us are training at home now. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, that would be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. So enjoy the video.
So the first exercise is the advanced plank. Now we all know about the plank. It's a pretty standard exercise in everyone's core workout, or it should be anyway. Well, here's a way to make it even more difficult. Starting with a regular plank, making sure to engage your core and also your glutes to stop your lower back from sinking down towards the floor. Then you want to move your arms forward away from your body. Doing this makes the plank even more difficult to hold and requires a lot more core activation to keep you stabilized, which is exactly what this exercise is all about. If you find a regular plank easy, this will really challenge you, and then you can progress this even more by moving your arms further away. The idea behind this is to make your core work twice as hard in this position to improve core strength and stability. So the banded wood chops are awesome to help with not only strengthening your core, but also targeting your obliques directly. Using a light band, as you can see in the video, with the band under my feet, you want to first of all brace your core, which means take a deep breath in and squeezing your abs to engage them. Then when twisting upwards, you want to make sure to squeeze your obliques as hard as you can. Remember what I always say, squeeze it like it owes you money. If you play sports, wood chops are great explosive rotational work to add to your routine. Now, the Superman plank is probably one of my favorite and best workout for core strength and stability, and it's so tough and challenging too. Again, starting in the plank position, make sure to engage your core, extend one arm forward, and then lift the opposite leg, as you can see in the video. What this does is create instability, making sure your core is working twice as hard to keep you up. But also make sure you try as much as possible to keep your body aligned and staying in a straight line and not leaning too far to one side. This will help build core strength over time and also stability. To progress this, you can go onto your hands, as you can see, again trying to stay as centered as possible. This is a struggle for me, but if you make sure to engage your core at all times, try and squeeze your glutes. Also, that would help engage your lower back. Take your time with this and don't rush it. Try and hold each rep for at least a second or two. And of course, make this even harder. You can add a backpack or add load. A backpack or a weighted vest is absolutely fine. What would happen is you would have to work twice as hard to stay upright because the extra load will be trying to bring you down. If you really struggle with this exercise, here is a scaled option. By keeping your arms closer to the body and not overextending your legs, you will still be aiming for the same outcome. However, it will be slightly easier. The decline plank is another great variation. As you notice with most of these exercises, I am creating instability to make my core work twice as hard. It's all about progression. The same way we overload the muscle when training should be the same principle when core training. By taking my legs off the chair, create instability, meaning a lot more core engagement to keep me stabilized. And then by putting my leg down onto the floor and bringing it back up to the original position, builds core strength and also shoulder stability and shoulder strength. Remember, a strong and stable core will transfer greatly to your training discipline. So whether you do bodybuilding, CrossFit, weightlifting, a strong core is a no-brainer. And yes, your abs will look sick too, so it's a win-win. To progress the decline plank, I have added bands. Now, by adding the band, you are creating tension with the band not only on your core, but your shoulders also, because you require a lot more stability. By adding more resistance, taking your leg off the floor is even harder due to the band trying to pull your legs down. Next up, we have the decline plank knees to elbow. This time focusing on the obliques and also another great shoulder stability exercise. And trust me, you will see why when you perform this. Again, make sure you engage your core at all times. But when you bring your knees towards your elbows, try and get as close as possible. Breathe all the air out your stomach and try and really contract your obliques as much as possible. So breathe in and brace your core when both feet are on the chair, and then when you bring your knee down to your elbow, breathe out and squeeze your core and obliques as hard as you can. Next, we have the weighted overhead sit-ups. Now this exercise is the evil brother of a sit-up. I'm using a heavy backpack, but you can use a dumbbell. Now I did this at the end of the session, and let's say that was a big mistake as it was struggle city. But the idea behind this version is to make sure your core work so much harder to get you up to the upright position. Try and drive your feet down to the floor. Take a deep breath in, then sit up. As you get to the upright position, breathe out and squeeze your abs as hard as you can, like your life depended on it. On the eccentric, so the way down, try and control it as much as possible, as you will be working your core even more during this phase. So keep those abs engaged and tight even on the way down, and try and control it as much as possible without just slamming your body down to the floor. As you can see, I am trying as hard as possible to control the eccentric portion.
So that's the video. I am again just doing that intro and outro together, so I'm not even bothering this time. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. hopefully it's all clear. I try as much as possible to give clear instructions, so you should be able to follow them quite clearly. And I'll put the workout in the description as well, as always, so you guys can don't have to worry about, I know a lot of you hate when we don't put the workouts down, so I've done that for you. So enjoy, and don't forget again to leave a thumbs up, because that helps us out massively. It helps me to know what content you guys like to see as well, so that would be great. And thank you so much for watching. Peace out.